Alright, and finally, we're in the last part of the free play episode with our two Iron Patriots. Go figure. For the Thor 2 level here in the mid game. And we've got 3 mini kits and 1 red brick to find. Assuming, of course, that we didn't miss something earlier on in the level. So once again, we've got Doctor Strange and Iron Patriot, at least to start off with here. And we are still not at true Avenger status either, so we got to fix that too. However, if we don't reach either of the, if we don't reach or hit something, I'm not going to go back to it until later. The true Avenger status can easily be rectified by just getting some stud multiplier red bricks. And there have been enough studs to accomplish the true Avenger status without using the red bricks, but we have died a couple times, courtesy of all of our favorite dark elves just sort of running around in mass on the level. Alright, so we're just moving around the outside of the level looking for things that might generate studs. We run across something here. So we pull the hood off the car and we're rewarded with a teacup. Maybe that's the trunk of a car. I'm sure that's going to be important later, particularly since you saw the voice of the collector down at the bottom of the screen. And we destroy this London-based phone booth here, grab a few more studs. We can destroy these bikes, grab a few more studs here. But this gives you an idea just how many studs you need in this level. And I think this is the level that requires the most studs. If not, it's the level that has the highest requirement but the lowest or the most efficiency needed. Alright, so now we found Benicio del Toro here, and he wants the cup. We can give him the cup, and now we have access to that red brick. So we're at least going to get out of here with one of those. And now I'm going to destroy his table, but there's some flames going on, so if we want to get the maximum amount of studs, we're going to need to change to a character who can actually put out fires. Okay, this thing doesn't want to blow up for us, which, fair enough, I guess. There seems to be something twinkling in this helicopter, but I think we've already gotten whatever was in there the last time we were here. I'll probably end up breaking the helicopter anyway for studs. Just like that. And building material. That helicopter was important for building material. Alright, so moving around again. Trying to take advantage of the fact that there are very few enemies that have been spawned in at this point. There's the Infinity Gauntlet. Now, this is going to be where I'm going to miss a mini kit. If I was Doctor Strange, I would be able to manipulate the gauntlet in order to get a mini kit out of it. So that's going to be the one mini kit that we don't get. So you should be able to easily find it when you come here on your own playthroughs and whatnot. And yeah, I'm definitely trying to destroy all the rubble to get all the stuff I can. Okay, this rubble doesn't want to be destroyed because it's important later. So we managed to destroy, or we've gotten all the way up to about 327,000 studs, and we're still, full length of the screw away from where we need to be. There's nothing that, well, I take that back. I don't know if there's nothing that goes on with this tour bus, but there's nothing that the Iron Patriot can do to that tour bus. Okay, we need a grapple character over here on this thing on our left. Found some more stuff to destroy over here. So we're going to have to change characters if we want to get access to what looks like a mini kit inside the telephone booth. And, at this point it's just really distressing, how picking up the next batch of studs just doesn't seem to make any progress happen on the little screw at the top. Alright, so here we're going to have Civil War Spider-Man come in to get rid of this grapple point. Give us access to that mini kit in there. And maybe we can destroy that phone booth for some extra studs. But it looks like I'm not going to be doing that right now. I'm still trying to work my way around. Okay, destroy the rest of the helicopter to get the rest of the construction area. But then we're going to go back here, destroy some flower pots, and whatever else is back here to... Alright, and I'm pretty sure I've cleared it out. And there are a couple lanterns, I guess. So, really the only thing that would be left, other than building these things, would be putting out the various fires around the level. It looks like we're not going to be doing that right at this instant. Okay, so we get the first station triggered. That activates that little Avengers thing right here. Now, if you wanted to get more studs, you could use someone like the Black Widow. To get studs from, finding the little sensor thingies. But here we got Thor and Malekith fighting each other, and the problem with Thor and Malekith doing this is that this is where you can lose a fair number of studs. Not against these Dark Elves necessarily, but against Malekith himself, or against any of the Dark Elves who try to shoot you in the back, which happens quite a bit. Fortunately, I can change characters, and so I'm going to change to Doctor Strange in order to preserve my studs by using his healing capabilities. Malekith is over there on the left, protected by some sort of shield. Okay, we only got 2 of these little dummy guys left. So now the question is where they're hiding up. Evidently they're hiding down here. Alright, so that now leads to the part where Thor can now hurt Malekith using his hammer. And then they're sucked back into wherever and we're able to progress to the next part of the level where we built the second signal station. And now the end of the screw is just barely turning yellow. And so what I'm going to try to do is bring in my created character with Loki's staff. And that's my first sign that I can actually do something to the Infinity Gauntlet. I'm not sure I caught it, because I'm pretty sure that, oh, well, maybe I was wrong. Maybe we... Okay, maybe this isn't the thing that I missed. And then the Infinity Gauntlet gets sucked away. And we have 9 of the 10. Now, from what I remember, the 10th... The 10th item is located in this London area. Okay, so I don't really necessarily remember what's... Okay. Again, multiple things mapped to one button. What I really want to do here is freeze the fire. And instead, I started manipulating everything else with telekinesis. Actually, now that I think about it, I think it has to do with the collector's teapot. I think there's actually something, I think there might be a mini-kit in there. Alright, so now I've put out some fires. There are a few more fires, so we're going to grab those too. And I'm thinking that the stud requirement is either 350,000 or 360,000. Just based on how close we are right now. Now it looks like we're out of fires to fight here. There we go, we're going to blow up the phone booth that didn't actually reward us with anything. And try to destroy parts of the tour bus. That doesn't really seem to be working either. And I noticed that there are actually roofs to these buildings. And I can fly up here. Unfortunately, that flying up there doesn't really tell me anything. And building this one unfortunately, it's just going to advance the story to its endpoint without creating any more stud points for us. So we're going to miss on this True Avenger status here as well. I'm going to attempt to gain it through using this sensor. No guarantees that this will actually work, as it doesn't seem like we're getting very many studs doing this. Yeah, we're up to 347. I think it looks like the number is 350. And now we're at the big part of the Malekith boss fight, and we're going to be less likely to generate studs here as lose them. And we've got 25 characters to fight here. So I'm going to do it mostly as Doctor Strange, again trying to preserve my my health. Okay, we picked up some small stud from somewhere. And again, we're going to get great multipliers. So, one alternate possibility could be to wait to destroy things around the environment until you're into one of the phases where there are lots of these dark elves to build up your multiplier. That would probably be the best way to do it, actually. Okay, I'm not really sure what the game wants me to do here, but I'm going to press B. And then we're going to do a beam struggle here. And then Thor is going to finish him off with a blow to the head.
So despite everything, the big lug won the day with a considerable sacrifice of his brilliant brother. What a shameful waste.
And we're done again. We're still, again, a mini kit short. That mini kit is in London. It's either in the teapot or it's in the tour bus. I forget which off the top of my head. And we're going to have to come back at least once more to get slightly more studs. But I'll do that off screen, so you don't have to worry about that. We can move on to levels that I actually like the Iron Man 3 level, which will be our next destination. And I will see you guys then.